Wake up, sleepyhead. You're just like Nezuko. How much you sleep. It's adorable. And now that we're both more senior demon slayers, it's different now. We still haven't taken him down. The one we think is responsible for this. But we're making sure to try to. And as for you, you could be cured too. I'll make sure of it. Don't worry. I won't let a thing happen to you or Nezuko. You're a very precious person. And I do consider you a person. Even if some people would say, you're just a stupid demon. Oh, sorry. It's just what people say. I don't mean that. I'd never discriminate. Ever since society came down, and more demons learned to resist their urges, like Nezuko. Isn't it nice? Understanding that you'll be safe now. The organization helps you, not only to protect other demons like yourself, but humans too, as we always have. We only kill those who have eaten humans. And even some who have, they can be rehabilitated. I prefer no one has to die in all this. It's my determination that's going to change the world. If we can keep the bad ones like Muzan in control, then the world's going to be a better place. Even though demons are seen as bad, I know that not to be the case now. You don't have to worry. I understand you. And it's okay just to take this headpad and understand. You're welcome here. Don't worry. Nezuko isn't going to get jealous of you. I don't think. You don't wear one of those. You must have quite the willpower. Most demons of your state, they struggle when they haven't eaten. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sorry, you must have been through so much. Whenever you need a hug, you can get one from me. I promise. I won't let one hug go awry. And I'll protect you. Perhaps you can protect me. You look quite formidable. And your demon arts, I can sense them. They seem quite formidable as well. Is it all right if I call you my friend? Or at least say we're acquaintances for now. I want to get to know you. Is there something you want to know more about me? Me and Nezuko, we lost our family in a tragic night. And all because he did it. The one they call Muzan. I want to get revenge, but at the same time, I want to end it more. It's not just a story of retaliation. I try to see even those I've slain as understanding why and how they got there. It's sad. They didn't want to be what they were, but they fell to temptation. They lost themselves, unlike you and Nezuko. I'm proud of you. You've been through so much. And never blame yourself for whatever happened. You're not to blame. I know sometimes maybe it feels like you are. Or maybe people pointed fingers at you because of what you are. But you're not just a demon. You're a person. You're not something people can condemn. You deserve better. I believe the only way that we're all going to get along in the end is if we fix how the society sees demons, and how demons see a need to eat. When it's been proven now, through their physiology and study of the subject, that demons can survive without it. They just need to be supported through the initial transition. After which, well, it may be possible to cure them. It's not always right to try and cure someone for what they are. I think it's important that we all understand. In order to get along, we have to understand the pain and suffering of others. I think it's really touching how you and Nezuko especially have made it through these tough times. And as one of the founders, and, well, leaders of the movement for both demon rights and human relations, the safety of all comes to grasp. And myself, I denied fate and lived much longer than I should have already. I intend to continue doing so, living as long as I can, but I never want to leave Nezuko alone. And I never want to leave you alone either. Someone as kind-hearted as you deserves the absolute best, and the only way I can get you that is if I'm around to do something about it. Just because I'm 22 now doesn't mean I'm going to die in 3 years. It means I have to beat the odds again. I have to stop things before they beat me. And I have to end this war with love, kindness, and understanding. The more of that we have, it's going to be much easier to understand each other. That's why I think I'm perfect for it. Because if anyone can do this, it's you and I and those of us who believe in a future in harmony instead of discord. Sure, maybe sometimes it seems like pretty words, but I take them serious. I take each and every one of them serious. I would never say a word I don't believe I can enforce, that I can live through, that I can make happen. I'd like to say it's going to be easy, but it's not. Please understand that. I will make this happen. But in order to do so, it's incredibly important that you trust me. Do you trust me so far? Have I treated you with respect and honor? Then that's good enough. You must understand. Otherwise, you would have done something. Otherwise, you could have ran away. There's no law or rule that would forbid you from doing so. Understand that. Even if you want to, you can live your life so long as you don't hurt others. Even if the hunger is tempting, I respect you and will lower my head gladly in trust over someone with such strength. You prove to be like Nezuko in many ways, though it fascinates me that you're able to speak so freely. Most in your situation take years to develop their words, living instead in a fog of a sort of purgatory. It wounds me whenever I have to see that pain. Whenever I have to see someone I care about in pain, it matters not if they're demon or human or anything. I originally set out on this journey to return my sister back to being human, but I realized somewhere along the lines, it might have been the wrong choice. She's still her, and part of me wants her to be able to live on, to teach other demons when I've passed away. I have no plan of dying, but that doesn't mean that I won't. I need to understand, and I need you to understand. Our lives here, the only way that they survive is if we work hard to make it happen. And I know it's for a future I won't be there for. Or at least I might not be. But even still, I have to try. Wouldn't it be better to be able to, once mortality takes its rate, to be proud to have done something good? To not only have faith that Nezuko would continue things, but also maybe even consider being one myself. Trust me, probably no one understands better than me. I know the struggles demons go through. But even if they do, it doesn't mean that they don't have happiness. They have emotions just like us. I know you know, 'cause you're a demon. I guess I'm preaching to the choir in a way. But still, my passion on the subject will never die down because I want you to be happy. I want you to have a place in this world. That's why there's demon districts now, in the cities. And there's even officers part of the force. Not just the Demon Slayer Corps, which have been renamed to the Demon Protection. The Demon Protection Organization. You're awfully close. Is there something you wanted to say? Listen, I understand, but still, you can't go crying like that. It'll make me cry too. I'm not so weak as to cry at everything. It's just my heart goes out to you, and the struggles you've no doubt faced. But even still, I'm proud of this society we've made. A future for both demons and humans. It's what I always wanted. I thought at first I wanted revenge. At first I wanted something just for the sake of avenging. But it was never about that. And I realized they're still with me. My family is still with me. And I refuse to let them be far from my heart. And Nezuko would never let me go down that path. So, whether most of us end up as demons or humans, it doesn't matter. It should be the choice of the people and the authority that we govern ourselves. I know last time, when we met, things were quite different. Time passed, and you slept. When you awoke, the world was changed, and I was older. You were older. It's strange to me to see someone with such pure eyes. Even though some would say you're a devil, a demon. It doesn't make sense to me. Mostly because you can see someone's intention, you can smell it too. You don't smell like anything bad. In fact, you smell like cherry blossoms. So decadent and... You kissed me like that. I'm honored. But at the same time, it doesn't make sense. You being like this. Aren't you afraid? Even just a little? I'm grateful that you're not. It's a good sign. Like I'm making my way in the world and living by what I say. I'm so happy you think so. Come here. Is it perhaps that you like me? I've never really thought about the subject too much. And when it came up, I was so preoccupied with Nezuko, I guess I never gave myself a chance to. Now that I'm older, now that I understand what I should do, it feels like even if I died tomorrow, I'd leave a lot of happy things behind. That's a reason to live in my book. Your kiss returned to you. I thought you deserved at least that. And I don't know how much feelings I can return to you, because love is something I only know from arm's length. Going closer, it's a strange duality, you know? Between wanting to, curiosity, and also fear. I'm afraid that if I continue this path, if I were to be with the demon, wouldn't it be too much for you to have to say goodbye to me, if fate should deem my life snuffed out like a candle at dusk, what will I do? Is it really worth it to date someone like me? I understand what you're saying, but please at least consider your own feelings. Not just in the short term, but how long you might live. Demons can live so very long. And I'd hate for you to suffer because of me. I want you to be able to smile. And I think I do have feelings for you. It's just... well, yes. I could. I'm not sure if I would, but if I had enough reason to live, I guess I wouldn't mind joining you and Sis. You know, I never opposed it, I just always worried in the back of my head. What if there was something that made me worse than I am? Something awakened that made me into a monster. Not that I think demons are monsters by any stretch of the imagination. You've been through so much. I just wonder if I'm disciplined, if I'm strong enough. I want to live a full life. I do. And I know I can't do that if I stay like this. Will you stand with me? Through all this? Somehow I knew you'd say that. You have such a pure heart. And whenever I get this close to you, my heart nearly beats out of my chest. It's so different. Something I've never been able to get used to, because meeting pure people, it gives me so much hope in the world. It makes me feel in ways I didn't know I could. I thought I lost that on my darkest day, but I couldn't. I couldn't. Saying goodbye is just too sad. Instead, it's nice to say, see you later. Or not leave at all. Would you be willing to stay by my side? Help me create a utopia for both sides. I know they're capable of it. And even if now, things are still tense, in 100 years they might not be. That's my biggest goal. So that a society can exist where there's no longer any wars or death. Where we can find peace both within and harmony with the world around us. Demons, humans, it makes no difference. Everyone has a right to live and be happy. Everyone decides their own fate. And everyone deserves to have a smile like this. To be able to smile even in the sad times. I know you're not radical. And I'm thankful for it. There's radicals on both sides, so never leave my side, all right? If you did wander into the wrong place, I swear, on my honor, as a demon protector, I will protect you. I will save you in your darkest hour. I will not let the same mistakes happen again. You're like new family to me. In your own special way. I've never felt this way. For someone that wasn't my actual family. It's somehow different feeling. And I'm not sure how to respond to your affection. But I do want more. I suppose I should call you something. Other than your name. I figured if I called you your name, without a nickname, it might be less fun. Shall I call you my cherry blossom? I thought it suited you, mostly because it's how you smell, but I really care a lot about smells. if you didn't gather that already. They tell you a lot about someone, how they take care of themselves and what they eat. Do you perhaps eat lots of cherries or cherry blossoms? I know you demons can't really consume food by normal means, but lately they've been developing snacks. I knew my nose didn't do me wrong. Those snacks make you smell so good and make me want to hold you closer. You're like a giant smell machine, in the best way. I hope I didn't offend you. That's the last thing I'd want to do. You make me happy. Just being nearby, I feel free. Not that I'm saying most demons don't smell good, but I'm telling you, someone's intention is worn on their sleeve. And unfortunately, for better or worse, I can smell that. So if someone lies to me, I know what to do. I can smell people's sins on them, their guilt, their emotions, their sorrow, their happiness. I can smell it all, and it's how I judge people usually, because it's never done me wrong. I can sense people even when they're hiding, even when they're lying. It's everything. But you're so honest. I really appreciate that. And you're cute like a cherry blossom. Cute in ways I would have never guessed someone else could be. I thought it was just Nezuko who was the cuteness in my life. But you've shown me another side of cute. Another side I didn't know existed. I'm very thankful to be able to have time with you. To be able to have a moment. To be able to kiss you. Hold you. Smell your feelings. Taste your lips. My heart won't be still. Mostly because it's you. It's like I've searched for you my entire life. Waiting to find you, not just someone like you. And I know it must have been tough, but I'll protect you from now on. I promise. It may seem silly, but the time we've had together, it gave me a new perspective and gave me something to look forward to. It makes me smile even more. And anything that can make me smile more and make the days pass even better. I don't want to waste my time or my life. I want to make it count. And the way I see it, the only way I can do that is by trusting you and relying upon others and stuff. I've done it so far with my comrades, but the difference is, while they're my friends, I've never gotten a chance to think of someone as more than family or friends. I always wanted to know what love feels like. In my heart, I feel it. That there's love wanting to be had. I just never had the time to. I wanted the world to be safe first. For humans and demons. And now that it's becoming that, while it has a long way to go, I feel free with you. It makes me want more time with you. Want to be greedy. Is it strange that I never thought in a million years I'd find someone just like you? And it's still so surreal. The smile on my face isn't just one of braving adversity, of trying to get to my goal. It's one that I found a new goal, just right now, of making you mine, of capturing your heart and stealing away your pain. I'll be your hero. I'll protect you Cherry Blossom. I suppose it's embarrassing to say, but at this point, I couldn't desire too much more than just to have a future with you and Nezuko and my friends. I want my friends in this life and you. I want everything to be happy. This world has been far too dangerous for far too long, and I don't want to be a part of it being worse. No, I've been so focused on the world that I lost myself, and I don't want to lose myself to you. I want to lose myself in your embrace, in your kiss, in your love. That's all I want, is you. Does this make me too greedy? How much I want my cherry blossom? If greed is my sin, then I accept it. I accept it for what it is. Because greed, at that point, is just humanity. Not saying demons are any different. Everyone, every person, no matter what they are, their origin doesn't matter. That's not what determines them. And I realized that really early on, that duality. I want to break it down like the walls between me and you. I want it to be something so much more special than that. Instead of celebrating who we are and damning our differences, I want to celebrate those differences and make us as one. Isn't that what love is, too? Love is looking past our differences. Love is not holding back. You're like my hope for the future. You give me so much that I want to see come to pass, instead of just wishful thinking. I can see hope in your eyes, hope in ways I've never seen with others. I've seen a lot of things, and most of which were sad. I've lived through so many things I probably shouldn't have. And even still, Cherry Blossom, you give me another reason to hold on to my smile and share the truest one with those I love. Thank you. Thank you for being you. And saving me from the monotony of doubt and wondering how to consider myself too. No longer will I hold back. Instead, I'll have to make things great. I love you. At least, as far as I understand love. I suppose it might be too soon to say I do. But I'm not going to allow myself to go back and forth. I want to learn what love is. And Cherry Blossom, I feel like you're the way. The only way I'll be able to figure this out is by falling in love with you. Even though I've never understood the word beyond arbitrary meaning, I know what it's like to live without it. And I know most demons forgo it. I won't let you. Instead, get lost in these waves of bliss together. Won't you let me try and see if I love you? Won't you share this exciting venture into a new place with me, my one and only Cherry Blossom? Even now, holding you in my arms, it just feels right. It feels like I was supposed to do this a long time ago. But I'm glad I waited till now. I'm glad I waited for you. Something told me to wait, and I couldn't see anyone like I saw you that day. I waited for you, and I wanted to kiss you. I wanted to hold you. And sometimes, I admit, I was tempted to. But the only thing I could do while you were sleeping was give you a head pat. And sometimes, just say some nice things. Hope you get better soon. Can't wait to show you how much better things got. Though there's much we have to do, and much I want to share with you, that burden. Would you help me, not just in this romance that we have, but in figuring out what to do with this great country, and how we can better aid its support, the integration of demons in a positive way. I want to make it happen, but the only way I can do that is if I have more positive examples, which I'm happy to say you absolutely are. It just wouldn't be the same without you, you know. And it kind of hurt my feelings to wait. You don't know what happened, do you? It was very simple. You just had a bit of a difficulty adapting to things. When you went without food for so long, unlike Nezuko, it was harder on you. And I realized this. It was a key in solving the riddle of what to do with the demons who struggled like you. Them going into a coma like you did. We weren't sure if you were ever coming out until we figured out. Demon snacks. The patent is recipe to make any demon full, no matter what. And they're tasty, coming in 10 different convenient flavors. There's going to be more, I promise. But they have human DNA. And therefore, even those who need it, they don't have to hurt people. They'll have no desire to, because they taste roughly as good as humans. And also, they're very helpful in determining a better way to rehabilitate those who have done wrong. And it pains my heart to say, but there's still some that need to be put down. Those who willfully kill are handled just like humans who do so. Likewise, the other way around is respected as well. Anyone who harms a demon is susceptible to the same human rights as a murderer. There is some gray areas, but we're working on it together. And I figured you'd want to be a big part of this, so that you'd never have to feel the way you have before. And that, together, we can forge forward, not just in love, but in making a better world. Together, you and I, Cherry Blossom. I just want to make a world where you and I can smile. Where all of our friends and family, they don't have to be afraid or feel ostracized because what they are. And I realized it should be celebrated. Whatever you are, whoever you are, you need to be yourself. And then, only then, will the hatred of this world change into something better, instead of being suffocated to the point of not being able to breathe. We'll be able to speak freely, breathe freely among friends, among those who accept us, and change the society to be welcoming to a new age between humans and demons. I think we're gonna have to change the name of demons, though, because the pretenses that clash with religion. But we'll find something, a better name, something with more positivity. And together, while I know I can't kiss away your problems, not all of them anyways, I'll definitely try and kiss away the ones I can. Never fear, Cherry Blossom. I'll make it all right, so that the world we live in can be something more, and so we can live happily ever after, no matter how long our storybook ending is. I want to at least make my mark on the world, and change it for the better, you know? And you've inspired me to do so, so thank you. Thank you, Cherry Blossom, for being so beautiful, inside and out. Never change, Cherry Blossom, and I'm not going to change either. Unless I become a demon, but if I do, I'll make that choice with you. Trust me, if I could spend eternity with you, I'm sure I'd do anything for it. I love you.